Hello everyone, so glad to see you once again in this series that we are launching in Happy Learning Maths under the topic of solving simultaneous equation. This is another example that I have entitled that as cross-multiplying coefficients. What does that mean? I have listed down in this cover page that these two equations that we have chosen are the equations that both of their coefficients, whether x coefficients or y coefficients, either one of them, they are absolutely not multiple of each other. So there's no way that you can multiply them to make them the same. For example, 3 and 5. You can't multiply 3 to get any multiple of 5. Neither can you multiply any number of 5 in order to get multiple of 3. You can't do that. So the only options is we're going to cross multiply. Take the 3 and the 5 multiply to get 15, to get their lowest common multiple. So that is the technique we're going to demonstrate and how we use these techniques in solving simultaneous equation. So what we're going to do is we need to start off by rearranging both of the equations by cross-multiplying their coefficients so that we may obtain same coefficient digit. And after we have got that, then we will launch our most favorite steps, which is elimination. In this step, it depends on whether the sign of the coefficient are same or different. And we will do them accordingly by subtraction or addition. Again, if you're still not so sure what we're talking about, I'd encourage you to check out the video that I stated down there, basic skill required for simultaneous equation. I'm sure you will get a lot out of that and you're going to master yourself with all the basic skills necessary. Then when you approach simultaneous equation, you will find a smoother and easier ride. Okay, let's go on to the next page. On this page, I have recorded down this for you. If you're interested to find out more theories about solving simultaneous equation, but if you do not remember or read through all these many words, no worry. I have highlighted that 3 subtitles. Those are the 3 steps that you would want to remember and keep practicing and remembering their steps, so that each and every time when you are challenged with a simultaneous equation, the first steps that will ensure you to success is elimination of one of the unknown. So this is where the most important steps. And then once you have done successful elimination, then you will left with a very simple linear equation with only one unknown. And then you will just run the solving of that equation, and then you are going to get the value for that first unknown. And you will launch the third and the final steps where you're going to use that newfound value for that unknown, and you're going to substitute into the equation, and you are going to have successfully the value for the second unknowns. Well, it sounds very tedious. Well, let's go and take you through to these questions. All right, so I've displayed the questions that I've chosen, and then you notice the coefficient of x, 3 and 2. There's no way we can multiply 2 to get multiple of 3. No way you can multiply 3, any multiple to get multiple of 2, cannot. The same thing here, the coefficient of y also 2 and 3. So therefore, one of the smartest and the easiest way for us to do is cross multiply them. Okay, so that's the strategy that we have in mind. And now in this page, I have partitioned them into 2 parts. On the left-hand corner are the information that I provide for your learning and understanding. And the right-hand column are the contents that you would want to write on your homework book or your examination paper, because these are the contents of the steps that the examiners would want to see in order to accord you with a full mark. Now, let's go on. So on the left-hand side, I'm going to show you the steps. Oh, yes, before that, I've forgotten. One of the things is that I will always encourage the student copy down the question before they launch it. Okay? And let me assure you, you will not regretting this tiny little effort. And then by doing this, then you are going to name the equation. Simply name them as equation 1 and equation 2. All right. So now with these equations are named, now what we're going to do is rearrange them. Okay. Rearrange them by cross multiply them. Okay. So what I intend to do is I would want to eliminate maybe the x first, or if I want to eliminate y, it doesn't matter. Either way works, all right? So if I want to eliminate y, let's make an assumption. If I want to, okay, if I want to eliminate y, okay, I'm going to put down the thoughts here, okay, eliminate y. Eliminate y. Okay, that's what we have in mind. So what we're going to do is you're going to take the equation 1, multiply with 3, and then you will take equation 2, multiply with 2. So what you're going to get is you're going to get, so you can put it like this, 3, okay? You can put it in, or if you want to, you can just put in this, all right? You can just put it down here. It's okay, all right? And if it helps you to avoid careless mistake, you can always put it down there, okay? So now what you're going to do is you're just going to multiply, just like how you do for expanding your brackets, all right? So now by doing that, this is what we're going to get. By multiply 3, so we're going to net 9x minus 6y equals 33. And because 1 has been rearranged, I want to give a new name to it as 3. And the same thing, I'm going to multiply equation 2. So the same, you're going to expand the bracket. You're just going to do the expanding bracket idea. Okay, so times 2 into all the whole equations. So now what you're going to do is you got 4x plus 6y equals to 32. And now equation 2 has been transformed, rearranged, so I'm going to give a new name to it. So now you have got 2 being transformed, and want to draw to your attention now the coefficient of y has become same digit 6. All right, so now you can get ready for elimination. So now I'm going to go for second step, elimination. Okay, so now I'm going to eliminate, because negative 6 and positive 6 are different signs, so I'm going to eliminate by addition. Okay, check it out, the basic skill, if you need to get more confidence on this. So now what I'm going to do is I want to make it clearer for you. So I'm going to put in a addition here. All right, then I'm going to use ruler to draw that out for the examiner. Neat work. So after that, so you're going to add the 9x plus 4x. You're going to get comfortably 13x. And then we will look at this minus 6 plus positive 6. You know that this whole thing has been eliminated, gone. All right. So now you're going to add up that. You're going to get 65. Okay. So now what you're going to do is just go on and solve for x. You're right. Just solve for x. So let's go and take. So divide 13 both sides. Divide 13 both sides. So you're going to get 65. Divide 13. And then if this paper allows you to use calculator, go ahead. If not, you just do the long division. So over here, I'm going to use calculator. And then so that gives me x equals to 5. But if you're not allowed to, no worry. You can just do the manual long division. All right. If check it out, if you still remember how to do the long division, okay. And then so now what you got is x equals to 5. So you come to the final step. Okay. You want to find y. Okay. By what? By substitution. Okay, so I want to write the details for the examiner. So I'm going to write here, substitute x equals to 5 into, here is the free choice. You can choose whichever equation. You can choose the equation 1, fine. You can choose equation 2, fine. But as my usual practice, I don't like to deal with a minus y. So I want to see a positive y. So I'm going to choose equation 2. So now I'm going to sub that into equation 2. Then you're going to have 2. You notice I open a bracket because that is the place where x is. And this is where you're going to take the 5 and put in there. So 5 into the x place plus 3y and equals to 16. Now let's expand this. 10 plus 3y equals to 16. 3y minus 10 both sides, you're going to get minus 10. Y, you're going to get 6. And then, okay, let me not skipping step, right? So I write everything so that you'll be super clear for you. There you go. The value for y emerging. That's it. So you have the final answer, x equals to 5, y equals to 2. And I would always encourage students, let us be neat and kind to examiner by organize our answer. X equals to 5, y equals to 2. And that's it. You can double check if you want to. No big deal. You can just take your x, substitute into any of this. Then you take your y, substitute into this, and see whether you get the correct and true statement. All right. So once you test that out, and then you know that you surely have no careless mistake done, and you will surely be ready because the full marks is definitely addressed to you. All right. So that is the final of the solution. And then for these questions, and that also comes to the final of this video. And then, so I hope you enjoy the whole learning experience. And then I really look forward to meet you again with more learning in maths and all other subjects. So hopefully the bottom line, you will discover the beauty of learning and you will have this awesome, happy learning experiences, not only just in maths, but in every subjects. I think it's cool to get you have a happy days, happy life all the time. All right, so that's all for today and for this video. And until we meet again, I would say happy learning, my friends. my beloveds. All right. So see you next time. Bye-bye.